YouTube is full of different people and personalities, and because of that, sometimes drama can pop off or controversy can go down, leaving us with some pretty crazy moments. So today, guys, we're gonna take a look at the 5 most savage moments YouTube has seen. And guys, let's see if we can hit 500 likes on this video. Make sure you hit that like button or you will be abducted by aliens. You don't want that to happen. You know what aliens do to you when you're up in that spaceship. And real quick, I just want to let you guys know that down in the comments, we pin an Amazon gift card on every single video. So make sure you guys like the video to show your support, subscribe and turn notifications on so you have a really good shot at being one of the first people to the video to get that Amazon gift card. You have to be subscribed with notifications on in order to win, so make sure you guys do that. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, actually, real quick, before we get into this video, we need to define what savage actually means. So for this video, I'm looking for moments on YouTube where the YouTuber just doesn't care about the consequences of their actions. Savage doesn't necessarily mean it was cool or the right thing to do, but really just moments where the YouTuber didn't give a f. So let me know down in the comments if there's any moments you think should have been on this list that aren't. But anyways, now let's go ahead and get into it. KSI versus Net Nobody. This was actually a pretty recent drama that went down last month, with diss tracks flying back and forth left and right between KSI and Net Nobody. I'm really not sure why Net Nobody went at KSI. I think he just kind of did it as like a joke for the meme. You know, he was just having a fun time. His diss track wasn't really that harsh or anything. He just kind of made a funny song and then was kind of egging KSI to respond. But the real savage moment in this is when KSI responded with this diss track called Adam's Apple. He dropped this last month in September. It was a response to Net Nobody's diss track, and KSI's diss track Adam's Apple was just extreme. A lot of people felt like it went over the line. If you were a KSI fan, you probably liked it, but if you weren't a KSI fan, like I said, a lot of people thought it went over the line. He was talking about a lot of sensitive and very personal stuff with lines like, how can you be a dad when you're cutting yourself?
How you gonna be a dad when you're cutting yourself?
Talking about his depression, bringing his kids into it. He actually got Net Nobody's baby mama to come and be in the video, and then also just like embarrassing little secrets, I guess, that Net Nobody's baby mama told KSI. Altogether, this thing was, very extreme. It went a lot farther than I think most people expected. He clearly didn't care what anyone thought, and he went all the way with this diss track. Let me know what you guys thought about this one down in the comments. PewDiePie versus the Wall Street Journal. Now, this is something I'm sure all of you guys know about. Earlier this year, the Wall Street Journal went at PewDiePie. They put together a compilation video taking clips from his videos completely out of context, made him look like he was an anti-Semite. They made him just look crazy altogether, and were basically just trying to ruin his career and his credibility. For me, this was the first time I'd seen an attack on a YouTuber like this coming from something that's, really mainstream media, trying to literally ruin his career. It was definitely a hit piece. It was honestly completely insane, and the way that PewDiePie handled it was the savage part of this whole thing. PewDiePie uploaded his response video defending himself and everything, and honestly, I don't think I even need to explain this anymore. I think this clip will tell you everything I'm trying to say.
I'm still here. I'm still making videos. Nice try, Wall Street Journal. Try again, motherfuckers.
Logan Paul in Italy. Now, this one was really recent. So if you guys don't follow Logan Paul and Jake Paul, they recently went to Italy to look at some Lamborghinis they were trying to buy. And while they were in Italy, they were of course vlogging, doing all types of stuff. And while they're out there doing their thing and vlogging, they were also getting into a lot of trouble. They were literally doing just whatever they wanted to do. And I feel like you guys might have mixed opinions on this one, but one of the, savage things that they did was when they decided to jump in like this canal that was in Italy. Honestly, I'm not sure what it's called, but basically Logan bet Jake $5,000 that he wouldn't jump into this dirty canal, and Jake did it, and then he challenged Logan to do the same. He said, you don't have to give me $5,000 if you do it as well. And as Logan is like getting undressed, some guy comes up to them and tells them, yo, this is illegal, you can't be doing this, it's completely illegal to jump in this canal, don't do it, I'm gonna call the police. Like, he's saying all this stuff to Logan, and Logan just doesn't care at all. He doesn't care about the consequences, he doesn't care what happens, he doesn't care if he gets arrested. And it's also kind of dangerous because boats come through there and stuff like that. So I mean, it's a bad situation, it's not a smart thing to do, but Logan didn't care at all, and he just jumped straight in.
Yo, if you call the police, ask them if they could join the Logan. No.
Like I said, I'm not sure how you guys are going to feel about this one because a lot of people were kind of upset with Logan. I mean, if you were a fan of him, you probably thought it was funny, but there was other people on Twitter and stuff saying, like, this is disrespectful to Italy. This is disrespectful to the people there. It's just a really stupid thing to do. So, I mean, let me know what you guys thought about this one down in the comments as well. Ricegum versus the Gabby Show. Now, this is another big drama that went down earlier this year between Ricegum and the Gabby Show. I'm sure a lot of you guys know about it, but just to kind of recap it a little bit in case you don't. Basically, what happened was Ricegum was at a party. Gabby was at the same party. Previously, Ricegum and Gabby kind of had like a little beef where, Ricegum dissed her and then Gabby dissed him back. It was kind of, a YouTube playful kind of beef thing. And Gabby thought it would be funny to go up to Ricegum and just kind of mess with him a little bit while she was on Snapchat. But Ricegum was in a bad mood or something that night. He didn't want to be on Snapchat. He didn't want to play around or anything. So he kept telling her, leave me alone. I don't want to do this. She kept Snapchatting him. And I guess it got to a point where Ricegum just snapped, grabbed her phone out of her hand and threw the phone and smashed it. It was a huge deal for a few weeks. It's just crazy to me that Ricegum was able to turn this situation around in his favor, because it definitely could have been a very, very bad look for him. And the fact that he really didn't hold back anything in the diss track, he said a lot of crazy stuff. It was just one of the most savage moments that I've seen on YouTube.
This thought made a lie up, so f her and her shitty show.
Jake Paul versus the news van. I can already see the dislikes coming. Don't be mad at me, guys, all right? Now, I'm sure pretty much everyone knows about this as well. Over the summer, Jake Paul was involved after controversy after controversy after controversy. It was just an insane mess pretty much all summer, and one of the biggest controversies that he was involved in was with his neighbors. And it got to a point that I'm sure you guys know about when the news started covering this whole situation. A news station showed up outside of Jake Paul's house on the street. They were interviewing neighbors. They were, looking at the fans, talking to the fans, stuff like that. And then eventually Jake Paul came out and started talking to the reporter. And I'm sure you guys are gonna think I'm stupid for even putting this on the list, but again, I'm defining savage as not caring about the consequences, and Jake Paul definitely didn't care about the consequences at all in this situation, all right? He knew the neighbors were threatening to sue him. He heard about it, and he just did not care at all. He was doing ridiculous stuff like jumping on top of the news van.
Jake, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't crawl up.
Making fun of the poor reporter's shoes.
I have one question for you. Yeah?
What are those?
And he really just seemed like he didn't care at all that the neighbors were threatening to sue him. Again, guys, savage doesn't mean it was a cool thing to do, because I definitely don't think, what Jake Paul did here was cool, but he definitely didn't care about the consequences at all. All right, there you have it, guys. Those are the 5 most savage moments YouTube has seen. Like I said earlier in the video, if there's any moments you think should have been on this list, let me know down in the comments and I can make a follow-up to this. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn those notifications on. It's been Extracted. We'll catch you guys later. Peace out.